Welcome to another edition of After Work Stories, and we have a cool book, Growing an Artist, the story of a landscaper and his son. This is a book by John Para, and he is the author and the illustrator. How much excitement do we feel right now? Especially we have less than 2 weeks before the beginning officially of spring, and you see the landscape designs for a yard, a lawn area, and to plant so many impatiens and different flowers and greenery. Oh my goodness. Are you getting ready to sharpen your green thumb? Well, get ready, because you're going to grow an artist within you and you're going to help others. I hope I get some mentorship like I received last year. I needed all the help I could get. And there are so many masterful horticultural experts in my neighborhood. So I hope they come along and help me. To my family who guides me in this wonderful chaotic journey called artist. And to all those who work with their hands, head, and heart to make a better world. Yeah, that's true artistry. Look at that. He has all his tools. How fun. Okay, look at this. Are you ready, mijo? Papi asks. He smiles as I carry an armful of tools and supplies. Have a good day, Mommy calls. Soon, we rumble off into the cool morning air. Today is a big day. Today is the first time I get to help my papi at his work. He is a landscape contractor. Oh, how fun. They got the pedo, the doggy, and you got the little one. Yes. Oh, they're going to have a great time. Let's look. Oh, look at the beautiful pictures. Look at the car. Okay. Our first stop is to pick up Javier. He has worked for my dad since I was small. Before that, he lived in Mexico and worked on avocado farms. Javier asks if I remember the Spanish he taught me. ¿Cómo te llamas? Javier asks. Me llamo Juanito, I reply. ¿Listo para trabajar? He says. Sí, listo, I answer. He nods approvingly. You are ready for work. We know trabajar means work. Yes. As we continue down the road, we sing loudly to the oldies radio station. Speaking of Mexico, we're thinking about those families who lost loved ones. I think it was today. I forgot what's the name of the city, but you just think about those who are traveling and just living down there. It's a beautiful place, Mexico. But we know that there are a lot of challenges and issues. So let's continue. Ooh, it's beautiful. Look at the colors. At Mrs. Tarb's house, Javier shows me how to mow perfect lines in the grass, just like I've seen at baseball stadiums. Papi demonstrates how to shape and trim bushes. When I look up, I see a face in the window next door. It's Alex from homeroom. He looks away and pretends not to see me. My heart sinks. Uh-oh. We always say hi in school. I put my head down, feeling awkward, and continue to pick up the leaves. Oh no. What's that about? Someone ashamed of something? Uh-oh. Let's look at the beautiful pictures here. Juanito, Papi's soft call interrupts my thoughts of Alex. He pushes back the branches of a bougainvillea bush. I'm surprised to see a nest of baby birds chirping. They're chirping away. I grab my sketchbook and quickly draw. Finally, with our electric blower, we clean all the sidewalks and drives. Sun shines through the clouds of dust. Ooh, looks like a beautiful day. Yeah, we got the blower going. Yeah, We just use rakes, but they have fancy equipment. Look at this. At lunchtime, I unwrap Mommy's famous burrito, chorizo, avocado, and egg. I'm still thinking of Alex when I ask, Poppy, do you like your work? He pauses, then says, you know, mijo, being your own boss is the best thing in the world. You have to work hard, and sometimes you are treated like you are invisible. But when you do something you love and get to be creative, come on now, you feel proud. He notices my sketchbook and says, hey, you are getting so good. And he smiles. I smile. Isn't that wonderful to be creative, to be able to work hard and be proud of what you do? Yeah, that's great when you can work with your hands, your heart, with your head, right? Hard work. Look at this. Ooh, it's so beautiful. Look at all this. All the flowers, the plants. Yep, this is going to be like this in a few weeks at Menards, Lowe's, Home Depot. The next stop is the nursery. Javier finds a store utility cart to drive to load up plants. There are bushes, trees, vines, and many flowers to choose from. I again pull out my sketchbook and begin to draw. There he goes, being diligent. With our purchases, we head to Mr. Sardisco's house. He is an old family friend who has more than 200 rose bushes in his garden. When Poppy shows him the special busy bee rose bush just for him, Mr. Sardisco is thrilled. No one knows more about plants than your dad, he exclaims. By now, our truck is full of brush and waste. We need to head to the city dump, Poppy announces. Fantastic, I say. I love that place. Soon we pull up to the registration booth, then head up the winding road. Woo, it's so methodical what they're doing. They're so organized. They have methods and strategies. Now look at this. Ooh, isn't that beautiful? The dump will turn these branches and trimmings into mulch for planting. Poppy unhitches the truck's clamps, lowers the tarp, and climbs back inside. I hear the hydraulics working hard. Vroom, vroom. The back bed lifts up. We inch forward, and soon all the debris comes tumbling out. All three of us look at one another and shout, Hijoli! Is that right? Hijoli? Or Hijol? I'm not sure. Let's look at this. Now look at this. Here's a truck. The final stop of the day is a house that looks much different from the ones we saw earlier. We ring the doorbell. Mr. and Mrs. Carroll are happy to see my dad. Together they discuss how to transform the overgrown yard into a special place. I look around and start to see its potential too. Ooh, I need them to come to this house. Look at the potential. That's so much fun. And look at the couple. Ooh, that might be a nice summer gig, to be a landscape artist. You see how they have the underground pipe. Oh, that's so nice. That evening, I have an idea. May I help with a landscape design? See, Poppy agrees. That would be fantastic. Oh, Poppy's wonderful. Look at this. Look at this. So he's the author and the illustrator here. Will you look at his masterful pictures? Now look at this. So you have a sketchbook. Oh, this is so much fun. Look at the dancing in the corner. Oh, what a fun family time. Soon Poppy and I are sitting at the work table at his, drawing the lawn, flower beds, walkway, and trees. I add colors to brighten the layout. Hours pass and I become lost in the work. I forget to think about Alex. This is beautiful, mijo. Poppy says. That encouragement. So nice. Look at this. The next day, he comes home with a huge smile. The Carols love the design. We start breaking ground next week, he says. You have a gift, says Mommy. Isn't that sweet? Look at the support of the family. Isn't that wonderful? They're all celebrating beauty and abilities. Look at that. Oh my goodness, look at this. Oh, look at all the vibrant colors. A few weeks later, Poppy, Javier, and I worked to plant the last shrubs. The plans I helped to draw are about to be real. This is the time to start designing. Look at this. Oh, wow. I grab my sketchbook and turn the pages. I see the yards my dad has made beautiful. I see Javier hard at work. I remember Alex's face in the window. I turn to a blank page and begin to sketch. I will use my art to tell the stories of hardworking, passionate people who make the world more beautiful. I will tell their stories, and I will tell my story. That's right. Because everyone has an individual narrative, and it's beautiful and it's unique for that person. And there's nothing to be ashamed of. And look at this. Look at this beautiful end page of his familia. Ooh, mi familia. Look at that. Having a good time. And look at the author and his dad. Oh, what a treat. This story of the little landscaper is a story of my childhood. When I was growing up, I worked for my father, who ran his own landscape and construction company in Southern California. My father's parents had come from Chihuahua, Mexico, to El Paso, Texas, where my dad was born. When he was 9 years old, his family moved to California's hot Central Valley. There, he labored throughout his youth, ages 9 to about 17, alongside his siblings as a migrant farm worker. As he got older, he began working at a nursery in Bakersfield, caring for plants. After serving in the United States Army, he settled in Santa Barbara to begin learning the landscape business. It didn't take long for him to receive his contractor's license. Over time, his business grew, and within a few years, he became president of the regional Tri-County chapter of the California's Landscape Contractors Association. Look at that. That's John Parra with his Poppy Dell. Good work, Papa. Well, that's Dell, Papa. Often my father's employees were migrants from Mexico. Remember, we're praying for all those in Mexico. Thinking about them. They're in our thoughts, and those tourists and those who are planning to go. From Mexico, who rented rooms in our own home and became part of our extended family. My parents encouraged them to take English classes, and many did. My father sponsored his laborers for citizenship. Eventually, a number of them went on to buy homes, begin families, and start successful businesses of their own. Wonderful. I began accompanying my father to work when I was 7, like first or second grade. At first, helping with small tasks. By the time I was 13, it was my part-time job. That's around 7th or 8th grade. As a young artist, I loved to work on my father's landscape blueprints. Yes. For 12 years, I learned from my father and even considered studying landscape architecture and design when I got older. Ultimately, I found my path studying illustration and fine art at the Art Center College of Design in Pasadena, California. Well, you have done a wonderful job, sir. Landscape work was not easy. It was a physically demanding job done outdoors in all kinds of weather. I had to balance school, friends, life, art, and helping my dad, but working with him was rewarding. Oh, that's wonderful. It was a creative outlet that nurtured my imagination, and my dad's eye for design and beauty inspired me as a young artist. It provided me with a strong work ethic and taught me responsibility in business. I am grateful for those days spent with my dad and proud that I could contribute to my family's business. Isn't this beautiful? Think about how you have grown a strong work ethic. Who helped you? Yeah, I could say my parents. Both of them were hard workers. And they taught you responsibility and to handle business. Do you have parents or people in your life like that? Well, if you don't, go grab a mentor because they're around. They might be retired, they might be neighbors, but they are willing to help. I know they are. John Pera is the 3-time recipient of the Pera Belpré Illustration Honor and 2-time recipient of SEBWI's Golden Kite Award. He has illustrated many award-winning and critically acclaimed books for young readers, including Frida Kahlo and Animalitos, written by Monica Brown, and a New York Times Best Illustrated Book, and Waiting for the Bibliobirro, also written by Monica Brown, which received the Christopher Award. Growing an Artist marks John Pera's author-illustrator debut. Wonderful work. What a treat. So we have a few weeks before spring. And look, I think next Sunday is daylight savings time where we spring forward. So we'll have more light. We'll have more time to do landscape work, working out in the gardens, in the backyard, in the front yard, if we have a little pot, whatever. But make sure you grow something. Make sure that, most of all, you grow the values that he received from his dad. Hard work, that ethic, responsibility, and handling the business. And grow something beautiful. Remember, work with your hands, heart, your head, and make the world a more beautiful place. All right. Enjoy the evening.